Hello everyone and welcome to another stream. It's been a long day.
Music licensing.
I'm trying to keep up with my streaming habits, and I think I'm not doing bad. I've streamed quite a bit in the last few days. It's a bit tough, to be honest, handling streaming, studying my own chess, coaching, making courses, and family obligations. Also with my physical health, training and that kind of stuff. It's a bit tough. I remember today sitting down and kind of work on some calculation puzzles for some 3 hours. I know from this book here, and my brain was feeling like it wanted to explode. So let's do a little casual stream here. Nothing too crazy or
music licensing
out of hand. And get some nice background music first here. Alright, just give me 1 second here, guys. Yeah, I like this music.
Artlist.io.
Some nice classical music here. So let's wait for some guys to join in and I'll start perhaps solving some puzzles. So if you're new here to the stream, be sure to drop a comment in the chat if you're joining in, because I just started the stream and we've got some time ahead of us here. So how are you guys doing? I had a long day as usual. I'm feeling dead. It's almost 6 p.m. here in Serbia where I'm living now. I know. Long day, man. It was a long day. If anyone's new here to chat, drop a comment here. Let's start with solving some puzzles. Meantime, puzzle rush. But let me take a look closer at the Tata Steel, how it's going here. Nordibek, Abdusattar crushed. Vincent Kema. Yeah, so we had a Nordibek, Abdusattar.
Artlist.io.
Let's see how the game went. So it's on mute. I like this opening with white here. It's very flexible. White plays like pawn e3, and a lot of times he wants to play b3 and he's not deciding exactly where his pawns are going to go in the center. So knight f6, knight c3, e6, d4 white played. Now we transpose into a semi-Slav. Everything looks standard here. Knight d7, queen c2, and g4 was played by white's guy. So these guys, young generation, playing crazy chess here. Knight captures g4, rook g1, queen f6. Very nice active move. And these guys know the theory. For example, if you see here, Abdusattar spent less than a minute to play this move. Kema took, Abdusattar took, so they all were in some preparation here, nothing special. Kema took, Abdusattar spent some time here, honestly. He spent like 4 minutes or so to play knight f6. Rook came back to g5 relatively quickly. Kema still perhaps in preparation. But it seems like he's playing against the black queen here. He wants to trap it with some bishop g2. Will be quite unpleasant. So black went back here, queen h1. A very funny looking position here. Then f4 was played, cutting out black's bishop on d6, defending h2. So to be honest, I like how this looks for white at the first look
Music
here.
licensing reimagined.
Black here played bishop d7, nice developing move. And look like he spent some time to play this move. He spent some time here to play this. Spent like 15 minutes.
Artlist.io.
Bishop d7, queen f2 was played by. So Kma's played relatively quickly. Knight e4 takes. Queen. 1 second, my computer charger.
Music licensing reimagined.
Alright, back to my throne. Yes, we took with the queen on e4 and it's looking here very complex game. Bishop d2, bishop e7, rook h5, queen g6, queen f3. Very interesting. It looks to me like black should be
Music
better here. He
licensing
solved his
reimagined.
problems. I like this move by Kma on the first glance, but looks like black had a strong. It was inaccuracy. He wanted to stop black from casting queenside. e5 was played. Wow. Kma went wrong. Rook takes. f6. Rook h5, bishop g4. Wow. Wow. Interesting, Jeff. Very interesting play, actually. Bishop d3 was played. Queen g1. King ran. Takes. And bishop g4 in the end.
Music licensing reimagined.
Takes f6. Yan Abdu. Saturov was up the exchange. I think he won this. Wow. Yeah, he won this relatively quite easy. Yeah, I don't think white had any big chances on this. He won quite easily this. Wow. That was a very nice game.
Artlist.io.
See who else played? We have here Hans Niemann, our friend, future world chess champion. Fighting hard.
Music licensing
World Cup winner
reimagined.
versus future world chess champion. Big derby. A6. So bishop e7. Hans playing quite solid. He was ready for the Marshall Gambit. C3 here, everyone knows the Marshall Gambit. This is d5. So everyone knows the theory. Bishop e7. It's a very modern line. Strange he didn't go for this d5 line, honestly.
Artlist.io.
d6 is a little bit more passive, solid. d5 I thought he might have prepared something there. Bishop d2. Queen d7. Wow, so I like Hans' plan. He relatively had a simple plan. He played Queen d7, he regrouped his knight. Played c5, knight e6 he could have played. He generally played this quickly and Sindarov didn't manage to find the most precise way to continue. Okay, one. Yeah, I think Hans will hold this.
Artlist.io.
I think Hans was I don't know what crap white is doing at G4. I mean, what's he doing? I highly doubt he will give some mate here or something. I mean, it's a good move, but more of a positional sense. I think Hans should be able to have the game on the wraps. I don't think he will lose the seal holds.
Music licensing reimagined.
This your friend, fellow Chesabalota and Ishgiri, how he's doing. Oh, he's crushing Gukesh. Ooh. Ooh. There's not, how did Gukesh go wrong? So some English. D3, Queen B3, 97, Castles H6, A3, Knight D4, takes, Bishop B6. So Giri already snapped Bishop pair quite early. A5 was played, clamping down the Queen side. White
Music licensing
took this outpost here. And then when Knight C5, Giri simply took. Knight F5. And he played this very nice rook A6 idea. Rook lift. Rooks. Queen G5, Queen out. B6 must have been a hard move to make, honestly, but it's closing in his rook here. So I think that move would have been a little bit hard, but was this Queen C4 in between?
Artlist.io.
C5, D7. Knight G3 apparently was killer blow, followed by rook E4. Huh. I don't think that's easy to spot, and Giri didn't find it. He played.
Music licensing reimagined.
He didn't calculate it too much. I don't think he played first. He didn't play, take his time. But nevertheless, Giri here, oh yeah, this opposite color bishop. So Queen E4, killer move. Bishop B7 is coming. Boom. Rook C3 and oh. Queen G2, King E1, and Bishop A6 is coming.
Artlist.io.
That spends the end of the world champion. So Gukesh. Tough round for Gukesh. How is this game? What's this? Huh.
Music licensing reimagined.
Crazy position here. I just get a headache from watching this, you know. Look, what, boom! Whew. What is this? Wow. What on earth was this game? These youngsters with this preparation. Knight D5, D3, Queen B6. Knight G4 was, and E3 was rather quickly played. Knight H3, Rook E1. Yeah, C5 has to be played. With Black plays pawn on C5 and he has this pawn chain, it's over.
Music
Queen
licensing
C4 going after the
reimagined.
pawn. So White got the pawn. Wow. One. Yeah, so White sacrificed. Sorry, Black sacrificed a pawn here. Knight C2, King F2. And Knight B4. And boom, Rook E3. And Bishop E6. Wow. That's a hard move to find.
Artlist.io.
Because if you play Knight, you don't have any. You can't play Rook E8, this D4. Bishop E6 was the idea. So White plays a move like H4. Simply positional, Bishop D4, wow.
Music licensing reimagined.
D4 takes, King E1. Yeah, and here simply, wow. Yeah, 94 is inaccurate. Oh, how did Black not take this? Take, King B6, King A5. Okay, it's not so easy, and here we have this. Yeah, H4 wasn't too good. Crazy chess.
Artlist.io.
Advanced Forest 1. Here's some crazy games at the Tata Steel Chess. The review here where it looked like it was some Kings
Music
Indian.
licensing reimagined.
So guys, if you're new here, drop a comment in the chat. Show some support. Let me know if you have any special wishes, any ideas you have for future videos, future streams. And for now, we're analyzing some games of the Super GM tournament. Still here. So it's Kings Indian E5, Castles, Bishop E3,
Artlist.io.
Bishop G4. So Black didn't spend too much time before he played this. White played D5 and Black played C5. Apparently this C5 is very, very strange.
Music licensing reimagined.
Why is Black closing a position like this? It was very strange. We have played anything White to play. Yeah, I played A3. Bishop G5. G3. I guess the idea is F5 to meet this knight H4. Very typical idea to meet this F5. Bishop H3, Rook E1, King H7, Bishop D3. So White is ready for F5. Again F5. Take. And knight H4. Yeah, E4 is not gonna work. There's some tactics here. So Bishop G4, King G2 simply.
Music licensing reimagined.
Queen C2. Very funny here how he didn't take the pawn. He probably should have tried to take it. Takes the pawn, Bishop D3. Very funny line. Huh. Wow.
Music licensing reimagined.
Knight B5. Yes, so and first eventually he prepared his attack. Wow. Brilliant game.
Artlist.io.
Could have played 96 here, 96 Bishop C5.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, 94 and he resigned. So it's quite easy game for Van Forest. So Giri beat Gukesh. We have Jordan Van Forest won against Rinan Chitarambaram. Neiman and Sindarova battled it out. Most likely result will be a draw. Chess is speaking for itself. Fedosev and Nigerian and battling it out.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, this looks like White is pressing here. It's not so easy to find the moves. Where did this come from? Rogozin. V3.
Artlist.io.
UC2. It looks like Pedosev played a little bit too slow here. Yeah, this can't be good. I mean, look, isolated pawn with the light
Music
squared bishop.
licensing reimagined.
Rook c8 to queen d2. 94 and was brilliant 94. Showing a clear end game. This is clearly end game advantage.
Artlist.io.
You guys simply should play the f3 king f2 to improve his king. What is he going for here? Yeah. He allowed black to. Hey, yeah, ooh. Unbelievable.
Music licensing reimagined.
Unbelievable. Yeah, definitely not the cleanest grandmaster technique by white here. Something go well. Give me 1 second, guys. So if you're new here to the stream, be sure to drop a comment, drop a little bit about you or something. Today I'll be uploading a new video on the channel, so I guess you all will be very happy. You all will be very happy.
Music licensing reimagined.
The question of the day is, who's gonna win the Tata Steel tournament? It's gonna be Giri. It's gonna be the man himself, Hans Niemann. Who is it gonna be? We don't know. I'm not exactly sure who exactly is leading and by how much. But I know it's getting very, very interesting. Today I'll be uploading a new video on YouTube about
Artlist.io.
crushing the modern defense. I think you all will like that one. I'm kind of preparing it now as we speak. Let's see the image.
Music licensing reimagined.
Don't know.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Just give me 1 second here, guys. I'm waiting for some more people to join.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Alright, I'm about to upload the new video of the day.
Music
Give me
licensing
1 second here, guys.
reimagined.
Dun 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 dun.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Alright guys, I'm about to put up the video of the day. About to put up the video of the day.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Alright guys. Hey man, I'm sorry I'm not showing anything now. I'm just about to upload one video for the channel today, so I'm doing that now, and then like in 2 minutes I'm gonna resume doing some puzzles and explain some stuff. But how are you going, my friend? How is everything with you? How is your chess training and progress going?
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
So if you need any recommendations, any book recommendations, any study plan ideas, feel free to ask those questions. I'll be more than happy to give some insight.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Alright, I'm good to hear that. Alright, so I'm gonna upload a new video now. I'm gonna be solving some puzzle rush. So generally, what are your goals in chess, Mr. Tyrese? Do you have any specific goals? Do you train seriously, or chess is just like a fun thing?
Artlist.io.
Alright, so I'm gonna start with some
Music licensing reimagined.
puzzles about now. Alright. So how's the stream quality? Guys? You all hear everything good? I'm gonna put it now for you all to see. 1 second. Let's put my screen here. Very good. Now, what's your rating now? What's your FIDE rating at the moment? I forgot what it was, but what's your FIDE rating again?
Music licensing reimagined.
So I was taking a look today at the Tata Steel Chess Masters, and sometimes these grandmasters play a lot of garbage, to say it lightly. And look what happened here. So with black here was playing 2700 player pedal, and he's playing normally rook d1, and white played queen c2, and black generally has to be very careful in the structures because white wants to take and give him the isolated pawn. Okay, 1927, that's good. And how old are you?
Music licensing.
Because if you're around, if you're young, then that's fine. When I was I don't remember, when I was 1927, maybe when I was 1900. When what age? I don't remember, probably I was 15. around 15 or something when I was 1900. Castle is knight c6, rook d1,
Artlist
queen
IO.
e7, queen c2, bishop d7, rook c1, and bishop b6 was quite a very strange move by black here, because he ran into this knight a4, and then this bishop here is the most powerful piece in his position here. And after bishop
Music
a5,
licensing reimagined.
cd5. Okay, that's fine. 19 is still very young. Still very young for chess improvement. In fact, any age before 25 still can make a lot of improvement. It just depends on the time you dedicate, but you need a lot of time. You need like you need like 6 hours a day if you want something, if you want to seriously go quickly. At least 6 hours a day of serious study. I'm not sure if you're doing that. If you're doing 6 hours a day, then you could go good, but less than that, it will take slow. It will be very slow. Okay, bishop a5, and white simply took here. And black took with the pawn, which to me was
Music licensing
a very
reimagined.
grim decision after pawn takes. And looking at this position here, it was very sad to see this for black. He has the isolated pawn and he has his light squared bishop. And white just came back here. And it looked like black has no counter play. In fact, here he could only lose. And the position was very grim. Rook c8, queen b2. And here, bishop c6 was played. Knight d4. You know, taking the blockade in square. And I don't know about you guys chess history here, but this is very typical position. Started playing FIDE chess in 2023. But yeah, unfortunately in Trinidad, there are not too many tournaments there. And I don't know how it is now, I haven't checked, but there are not many tournaments. And there are not too many people actually playing good chess there. There are a couple of people who are alright, but it's not a good environment to improve. I mean, of course you could, but generally you'll have to travel away to start playing in some foreign tournaments. That's how I made some improvement. I used to, I was 1900, and I would go away to play like these opens in America, and they are very strong there. And the tournaments are very tough. We play like 9 games, and every day is 2 games. You play 1 game 3-4 hours in the morning, and then in the evening you have another game, and it could be 3-4 hours. So it's very brutal, very fast paced in America, and also the people prepare very seriously there. So generally people from Trinidad like to go there to play. That's where most people, serious chess players from Trinidad go. However, I think it's not practical to go to America to play, because if you look at the prices, even though the plane ticket is relatively cheaper than to go to somewhere in Europe, the hotel in America is usually very expensive. They have crazy prices of more than 100 US sometimes to stay in a hotel there. So generally, there's some options in South America if you want to play. There are tournaments in Cuba. Some people go and they stay in Cuba for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and they get 2-3 tournaments back to back. It's not so expensive. They used to have some tournaments in Venezuela, but I don't think they have them. But you know the situation. Brazil also has some tournaments. But generally, Europe is the best place to play chess. I would say that now Spain is very rich. Chess, a lot of all these tournaments there, especially some opens. Good for someone of your rating to play these opens in Spain with some improvement. So black here played queen b4. And does anyone in the chat here have an idea of what white played? White was able to find a strong move here. What would you guys play here with white? So let's say it's white move.
Music licensing reimagined.
What would you guys say play with white? second, guys. Going to upload
Artlist.io.
a video here. There's white to move here. So Tyrese, are you training with that? Yes, that's right, man, Tyrese.
Music licensing.
I could tell you what happened to me, my friend. So I went across here in Europe, and I had it was going very well for me, at one point. I had a FIDE rating of almost 2,500. I was 24, more than 2470. But then I had a one long streak because how I was thinking. I was not thinking too sensibly. I was thinking that I need to save money. So if I want to play tournaments, I need to choose where it's cheap and I can play many at a time. So I went and signed myself up for 6 tournaments in a row, like some crazy person. And in each tournament, it was licks. I lost 6 tournaments back to back. I was very tired after the first one, and I should have stopped playing, but I went on and I kept playing. 94 is very good, so I could see some strength, man. It's a good move. 94 was played. White took on d2 here, and black took in between check and rook d2. And what was very surprising to me is generally here, I would assume that a 2600 Grandmaster should rather win this quite easily. Isolated pawn, double pawns, 2 big weaknesses, there shouldn't be any problems. But white managed to mess this up. So they had bishop d7, was played rook, dc2, knight c6, knight b5, he wants this knight b6, some threat, rook d8, rook c5, a6, he came back,
Music licensing.
rook b8, and now to me black is very passive here. He's just sitting down, he's defending. He doesn't really have any big hope. So black played bishop f5, and you see this problem with some people today. If I was playing white here, and I believe the best way to continue, you play simple chess, just play f3, king f2, you improve the position of your king, you keep the domination of the c file, and then maybe you have some g4 here to restrict his bishop at some point. But f3, king f2, improvement of the king. White played rook c3 and king f1 this way, which, where's the king going from here? It was much faster to play f3, king f2. So I don't know what he was doing. Rook e6, it's rook c8 check,
Music licensing
rook
reimagined.
c5, bishop e4, f3, bishop e1, a3. So black played very funnily, but he stuck his bishop on a2, and now he wanted rook b6, and now things were not so easy again. Bishop b3. I guess rook b6 he was afraid of b4, and a5 is not possible. Rook is a little bit stupid here now. So rook c3 came back here, and now this is another story here. This is not so simple anymore. In fact, white doesn't really have much of an advantage. f5, king f6. So black defended quite well. Rook c5 was played, and now bishop c4 the guy found.
Music
Some counter play
licensing
took.
reimagined.
Rook f5, king e6. So white is up a pawn for the moment. His pawns are hanging here. Played a4. So the point of this move was, if rook g2, he wanted rook b4. So black played. What a stupid move. b6. 3 should go to spawn. Could play like this, rook g2. Now rook b5, rook h2. What is this? Should be a draw. I know these people play very long, so these grandmasters of course make some blunders in the course of time. Alright, let me just
Music
quickly upload my
licensing
YouTube video here.
reimagined. Artlist.io.
Alright, sorry, Alright, so I uploaded a video, guys, so I will post the link here so you could watch it later or something. This is a Crush, the Perk,
Music
and
licensing
Modern
reimagined.
Defense. So yes, so we have here chess in the Caribbean is not. It's an unfortunate place to be developing your chess skills in, because you know here in Europe, for example, almost your neighbor could very well be a chess master, and always in every city you're in, they have a lot of chess masters. But in these small islands, small countries, it's not like that. I don't know if that will, maybe that will change one day, but I don't know. It's very hard to say
Music licensing
if one day
reimagined.
these small islands will be filled with a big chess culture. I don't think so. Hopefully, yes, but we'll see. So let me do some puzzle rush here. Warm up my brain.
Artlist.io.
Free, this is rook. It's mate here. Free queen.
Music licensing reimagined.
Checkmate here. What is this? Mate here. Here, mate. Okay, and a mate right here. Mate right here. With the knight. Mate. Gonna get him here. Yeah, win is rook.
Artlist.io.
Knight g4 and mate. Bishop b4. Queen e5. Yeah, mate here. Take this.
Music
Queen swings
licensing
across.
reimagined.
I'm going to take here and knight e4 and queen. Nice mate here is free. Rook e1. Queen takes, take his rook. 2 was this. Rook d5, but mate. Rook h3.
Artlist.io.
What is this? No. I'm in check. Okay, I'll take that.
Music licensing reimagined.
97 is mate. Bishop f4. Bishop mate. Rook c4 is mate. Rook 8. Look at mate here. Yeah, we get him here. Rook d7, rook takes queen a3.
Artlist.io.
Queen f5, pretty nice. We should take here, I believe. Take this. Oh, where's the win? I'll take this.
Music licensing reimagined.
Where's the win here? Everything I think this one was 93. Disrupting the coordination. Yeah, it's 93 here. 93, queen d3, queen e1. d3, queen e3, bishop d3, queen e3.
Artlist
Let's go
IO.
again. It's just a warm up. So do you guys usually do puzzle rush? Or do you all not really investigate those things?
Music licensing reimagined.
Free rook, free queen. Free. You know, in Trinidad we always like free things. Take here. 6.
Artlist IO.
Okay, free knight. Queen.
Music licensing reimagined.
Triple take here.
Artlist IO.
Some of these puzzles are nice. A little bit tricky, but nice.
Music licensing reimagined.
Alright, let's take this here. Mate here. Right over here, mate.
Artlist IO.
Ooh.
Music licensing reimagined.
See it? B5. Oh, queen f2 was it? Oh. Yeah, that's it. We won't get this one in time. Frame
Artlist
calculation.
IO.
You have to find a very good calculation book. These days they have too many calculation books. For 1900, what could I? Because you train differently
Music
based on the
licensing
level.
reimagined.
One second. There's several resources. For example, let me show you one book I have here. So this book here, I would not recommend this for anybody who is not like a grandmaster. This is marketed as something that's for beyond like 1600s. These puzzles here are too hard.
Artlist IO.
I opened here and it's too crazy, so I wouldn't recommend this book. For calculation, yeah, I don't recommend any books that are too hard. But you see, the thing is, if you do a book that's too easy, you don't learn anything. And if you do a book that's too hard for you, you also don't learn anything.
Music licensing
So have a think.
reimagined.
Let me recommend a good book here. There's a very good book called The Art of Combination. It has 1,140 puzzles, and it covers like every single tactical idea, tactical motive. I did that book when I was around 2000. It's called The Art of Combination. Very old book. It's a very good book. Very good book. Has all the tactical ideas, patterns. Helps you also recognize tactics, ideas, and also train your calculation at the same time. It's a very good book. And then after you finish that book, there's one book called Chess School 3. So what books are you working on now? How does your study plan look? I could give you some insights, how if it's a good one or a bad one. If you want to. See, I would recommend I would recommend those books. I don't think playing too much Blitz is helping anyone. Blitz is more or less for fun and to perhaps practice your openings.
Music licensing reimagined.
Okay, those books I mentioned should be more than fine for calculation. Then give us another one. Let's start over. Let's start over again. Okay, just checking if the board is seen. Okay.
Music licensing reimagined.
It's such a long puzzle. Yeah, this puzzle rush, I mean, it's useful to see quick tactics, but these things generally, these simple tactics generally would really appear in games. Oh, yeah. Stupid mouse slip.
Music licensing reimagined.
You have the positional chess handbook, 490. That's good, but that's for positional chess. That's not for calculation. That's a very good book. I personally didn't do it, but I heard many good things about it. I did all of these Jacob Agard books. However, they're not easy. I did that only when I was like 2200. That helped me at the time to move to 2400 when I was around that level. These Agard books, very good, but they're not too easy. What is very good is actually John Helston has a book called Mastering Chess Strategy, something like that. He has 3 books. He has one end game, one middle game, one open, and those books are very, very good. So we studied only one chess book, my friend, or you read more than one? Some people don't even read chess books again these days. If you read one chess book, that's not too good also. Should be 60.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
But
Artlist.io.
very nice, mother mate. I like this tactic. What is this? Okay. Strange.
Music licensing reimagined.
It gives some very strange puzzle. Hey. What's this? Hey, see, like this is not some crazy tactic, but it looks like.
Artlist.io.
Look around my king now. I have to give my knight. What is this? So how much time do you have to study chess a day?
Reimagined.
If you want to make a huge jump, how much time do you have to study chess a day? You have like 6-8 hours, or what are you thinking? Some Viking F1. Hey.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, chess books are good. Once you have the right chess books, I think you should be good to go. I mean, coach is important, but if you're very motivated and you have a good plan, you can make it on your own for sure, especially with all the resources.
Music licensing
A coach these
reimagined.
days is just like a good guide. 6 hours minimum, that's very good. Very good, very good. So that means you're really a serious player there.
Artlist.io.
So I think you should be good, but I also now I am trying these days because I'm working now. I get old now. I have to work, earn,
Music licensing
provide for the family.
reimagined.
So and still study chess on top of that. So I generally work like 12 hours a day. I work like 6 hours. These days I started back trying to study my own chess 6 hours, and then the other time giving lessons or writing for courses or doing something for YouTube. Tomorrow is my only rest day.
Artlist.io.
So Sunday I take some rest. Look, a lot of people go crazy from playing chess. If you look at Bobby Fischer, he was a madman. If you look at Wilhelm Steinitz, first world chess champion, he was in the mental asylum. He started to play chess
Music
with
licensing
ghosts.
reimagined.
He was a crazy man. Paul Morphy was also, I think he cut off his ear or something. I don't remember who was that. But these chess players, even, well, I won't talk about today, but you could look and see for yourself. But yeah, the game requires a lot of studies, a lot of effort. Everyone is studying it, and to get better, you need to put more effort. But time is on your side. You're young there, you have a lot of years to go. I love free time, so you have to make use of that for sure. But anyways, that'll be it for the stream today. It's not a long stream. Just wanted to do a little bit over an hour. Then next stream
Music licensing
probably on
reimagined.
Tuesday or Monday, we'll see. But yeah, with that, guys, thank you for tuning in. If you all have any last questions, you can ask it now. If not, that's it. So you all let me know. Does anyone have any final questions? Any final questions?
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Alright, well, I guess no more questions there. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I uploaded a new YouTube video of a subscriber request. He wanted we had a subscriber. He had his birthday. I told him that for his birthday he could suggest a topic for a video. So I did a video on my line to crush the perk on the fence. Alright, no problem. So take care y'all and see you in the next stream. Good luck on your journey for this 6 hours a day. It's gonna be tough.